Here is a question to test your knowledge. It says, describe the transformation of g of x equals to f of 2x plus 4. Sketch graph of transformed function. So we are given a graph of the function f of x, which is kind of combination of few lines. What you need to do is, you need to transform this function with this rule to be followed and then sketch it on the same graph, right? So first part is to describe the transformation. So when we write this equation, I will suggest that you need to kind of modify it a bit. I hope some of you understand what I'm trying to say. If you write down your answer straight from here, you'll say 4 units left, but it is not so. I'll show you how. It is f of, within function you need to factor out any coefficient of x. So it is 2, so you factor this. So when you factor this out, you get x plus 2 here. So that shows 2 units left, not 4. So this is a big mistake which I have seen so many times, and this is what I want to highlight here. So now let's describe the transformations. So the transformation is 2. This 2 is the k value, and what does this signify? It signifies horizontal, tell me, compression by a factor of, each and every term is very important, half. Reverse it, right? That is the transformation, and this will result in horizontal translation of 2 units left, right? Don't write 4. You need to factor and get the right answer. So that's the first part. The second part is how to draw it. So you can adopt a couple of methods. One, which is good enough, is like write down coordinates of each and every point, right? So we have points A, which is coordinate point is -4 and -2. Then we have point B, which is -2, 0. Point C, which is 0 and 4. No, sorry, 0 and 3. Point D is 3 and 3. And point E is 5, 0. So write down all the points. And now see how the transformed points are changing. So as per this transformation, the change is like this. Every xy point will get transformed by the rule. So let me write down the rule from here, that x values will get half and then -2. So the rule is that we have half of x value and then minus of 2. So that happens to x values. How about the y values? Y values remain same, right? Since there's nothing outside. Do you see that? So all the transformation is inside. So let me write down the rule here. So the transformation is from xy to x is half the value, right? Half the value, reverse of this, -2. So everything we do in the reverse order when it is inside the bracket, and nothing to y. Y remains exactly same. So when you write this, calculate, use your calculator. So half of -4 is 2 minus. -2 minus 2 will give me -4. So I get -4 and y value will be same, correct? And similarly, point B will be half of 2 is -1. So -1 minus 2 is -3, 0. And then C is 0, anything. So we get -2 and 3. And then we have 3 half is 1.5. 1.5 minus will give minus 0.5 and 3. And 5 half is 4.5. 4.5 minus 2 gives me 3.5. And y value remains as 0. So this is one way. Once you get a set of points, just plot them and you get your answer. So this is one way of doing it. The other way is we will follow graphical method. So in that case, what is happening here is that horizontally we are compressed by the factor of half. That means everything will come closer half the time. Do you see that? So this point is at -4. It will come closer and move to this point, which is, let me put it in a different ink so that you understand what I'm trying to do. In this graphical approach, I want you to understand. Now similarly, this -2 will shift. -2 divided by 2 is -1, will be at this place. However, 0 divided by anything will remain there. So what I'm doing is I'm doing two steps. So the first step I'm showing with this compression. So that is step number 1 for me. So every point is coming closer. So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll bring it 3 units. 1, 2, 3. So I'll bring it here, right? So I'm bringing this D point right there. So it comes here. So that is my new location for D. Do you see that? So let me connect them with dotted lines so that I don't lose them, right? So this is my dotted line. Since I have not really completed my work, I'm just drawing dotted lines here, and that is up to D, right? And E, which is at 5, will come at 2.5. That is 2.5. So then that means I have to connect this with 2.5. So I have moved my paper a bit so that you can see everything which I have written on this page. Now we have done the first part, that is, we have compressed the given graph by a factor of half horizontally. So we get this dotted line. Now we need to translate 2 units left to get our answer. So if you translate 2 units left, what do I get? So this point goes back to its position. Do you see that? Yes, 4, 4. It does go back to its position. So we get this as final point. From here, 2 left. So this is 1 and this is 2 left, right? So that is this position. 2 left, 1, and then it comes here. That is my final position. So let me connect them with a solid line, right? So we have from here, that is the first, that is my B dash. A dash, B dash, and that is C dash. 2 units left. And this one, when it comes 2 units left, so this was actually at 3, right? So 1.5, that's correct. So this is 1 and 2. So it comes at here. And that's correct. I'm checking along with those points which I calculated. It does say -0.5. So I'm quite right here. And this 2 units left, this will be here, right? 2 units left. Now, so that is what I get, shifting everything by 2 units. So that is my E. Now it's a good idea that I check my points, right? So this is what I get after transferring. So this is my A dash, that is B dash, C dash, D dash, and E dash. So if I check with my results, I find -4, -2 works, -3, 0 also works, and then -2, 3, -2, 3 is perfectly fine, -0.5 and 3. So -0.5 and 3 is perfectly fine. 3.5 and 0 doesn't seem to be correct. So there's something wrong here. I'm getting 0.5 and 0. So let's recalculate. So what is half of 5? 2.5. And 2.5 minus 2 is 0.5, right? So we get 0.50. So that is the correction. So it was a calculation mistake. It should have been this. So this is your point E, right? So it was good that we did it in 2 methods and avoided that calculation mistake. So that is how we need to do transformation. And I think with this, you have seen how to do all the aspects of horizontal transformation, right? Now we will add components of vertical transformation to this horizontal transformation and complete our playlist. Hope you have enjoyed this process. So next question, draw it yourself, and if you have doubts, you can always write to me. I've already included my email, and then let's see how it goes. Thank you. All the best.